It's supposed to rain all evening. To make sure you both take an umbrella with you. Got it. Thanks for the loaner. Have fun today, and Shinohara, be sure to think about where to go on that date of yours. Yes, mother. She's not your mother, you know. Sachiko had woken up ungodly early and pulled my futon away, forcing me a chill and a sneeze. We both combed our hair and put on our school uniforms, then scarfed down our breakfast my mom made and flew out of the house with toast in her mouth. If we didn't hurry, we'd be late for setting up. Oh, things are looking pretty grand this year, too. It's really coming together. But I forgot. I have to go get the bowls for the prep room. Sachiko, can you go on ahead to class, will you? Roger that, and I'll take your bag for you. Give it here. Thanks. It was the day of the Culture Festival, or Kisaragi Fest. Our school has a whole lot of history to it, and this festival has been a part of it for ages. Every student in the junior and senior high alike was busy getting ready for the festivities, which were due to start around 30 minutes. I wonder if there were any extra time afterward to go check out the other classes' projects. We previously washed the bowls and were planning to use and laid them out in the home ec room, prep room. With these bowls in hand, I proceeded towards class 2-9. I climbed the usual staircase and headed over to the usual room, stepping carefully so that I would drop any dishes. The plan this year was host a red bean soup restaurant. I could smell the sweet red bean paste more and more clearly with every step I took. I've given so much food at breakfast, and here we had even more food rearing its head. But when it comes to sweets, I say bring it on. Oh wow, that's a translated board. Morning, everyone. These look like there'll be enough bowls for today, don't you think? There's Mayu. Oh, this is such a weird flashback. Morning, that looks like it'll be plenty. Hey. Morning, Kishinuma. Morning, Satoshi. There's Satoshi. There's the hero. Naomi. Satoshi seemed to be a bit out of sorts. He was just staring blankly. Was he still half asleep? It bothered me to see him like that, but I literally had my hands full, so I couldn't just dwell on it. I pushed on into the classroom. What the hell's wrong with him? But I couldn't usually see what was in front of my feet, and I have to admit, it was kind of scary. It could be a real challenge not to drop anything. Naomi, good morning. What? Sachiko, stop grabbing my ass. Haven't we said our good mornings already? Oh, but how can I resist? Wow. Naomi, hands restricted, unable to fend off my advances. Shit. Look what you did. Of course Mayu would laugh. Oh, now that's no good. Our tableware has to be kept clean. Guess we'll have to go wash it all again. Here, I'll help. Thanks, sorry for the trouble. Thanks for what Sachiko did. So began the Culture Festival. All day we wore the clothes Suzumoto prepared for us and served red bean soup for our classmates. She had a lot of consuming experience, having worked on the side of things in the drama club for quite some time. She even did the sewing herself, putting all of the practice to the test, and the kimonos she prepared for us were really all of exceptional quality. So good, in fact, that they became a centerpiece for us, bringing in students from junior and senior high divisions alike. It made a busy day. When we weren't tending to customers, we were chasing after that slacker, Kishinuma, and taking time to check out some of the other class projects. In the end, not only did we have a really fun day, we also wound up being the most popular classroom in the whole festival. All in all, a rousing success. Finally, the clock struck 6. As our busy day drew to a close, we all stood around talking. We kept saying we should clean up, but that kind of didn't happen. Before I knew it, there were only 7 of us left in the room. Satoshi, the class rep, Sikio, all these words, Morshish, Kishinuma, Suzumoto, and myself. It seemed everyone else had already gone home. Our homeroom TA, Miss Shishishudo, showed up with Satoshi's little sister in tow. But they were it. We 9 became the de facto cleanup crew. That's the worst. I'm interested to see where this goes, because this is really strange. Finally done. Good work, everyone. This place is looking like a real classroom again. Those dumbasses who went home without helping are sure going to get a piece of my mind tomorrow, though. Not much of a class rep if I can't even hold everyone together long enough to clean up after ourselves. Well, people do that all the fucking time. Though you did manage to keep Kishinuma here, surprisingly. Oh, shut up. That's the voice I give him. Suzumoto, I just wanted to say it's been real fun having you here these last few months. I can't tell you how many times your positive energy helped bolster our spirits. Always remember that you're loved and respected. We may not have said much to that effect, but we've all been watching you blossom here. I lent a hand where I could and did my best to help guide you, but ultimately you walked your own path and have become a fine young woman. Miss you. It takes a special person to achieve what you've done without realizing it. It's been an honor to serve as your homeroom TA. I wish you all the best at your new school. Thank you. Unfortunately, this teary farewell brought us all back to reality. During the holidays followed the culture festival, Suzumoto was being transferred. This was to be her last day at Kisaragi Academy High School. Everyone here loved her, so this was a sad occasion indeed. She was truly a kind person, processing no ulterior motives and harboring no ill will towards anyone. The thought of her leaving was just plain depressing. But time waits for no one, and sadly the time had come to say our goodbyes. As one final hurrah, our occult-obsessed class rep asked us to perform some friendship ritual called Sachiko Ever After. Oh God. Upon mentioning it, she produced a paper doll from her bag. Alright, so this is playing more like a visual novel than the original Corpse Party, which was just sprites and dialogue. This is just like a visual... That's weird. It looks like a lot of these proxy dolls you'll sometimes see in Shinto shrines designed to absorb bad karma in someone's place. Visually, this whole thing seems to be a setup for a curse seance or something. Let's do it anyway. It's kind of scary. I wasn't the only one who thought so. This is, well, it's a charm that I found on the internet. Already a bad idea. If we do it right, then all of us will be together forever. Or we'll always be friends anyway. That's the gist of it. Remember to say it 3 times. Interesting. So how does it work? What was that noise? No, don't do this. Seriously, don't do this? It's dangerous? Oh wait, this is him. Seriously, don't do this. It's dangerous. Our lives are on the line. Oh, so this is like the end of the game, right? I'm remembering that part where he gets like teleported back to the time we started. Satoshi. Psst. Huh. Don't you think it's gone a bit... You're going a bit overboard? Oh God. Look, I'm not joking. I'm dead serious here. Satoshi had always been easily spooked, and in true form, he's pleading for his life that we stop what we're doing. It didn't sound that crazy, though. Don't worry, Mochida. This isn't my usual creepy fare. I gotta say, it's rare to see you get this worked up. In the end, 8 of us proceeded with the ritual as planned, while Satoshi sat... Oh no, I'm remembering. That was the bad ending, I believe. Huh. Is this continuing off for the bad ending? Well, people will let me know. 8 of us proceeded with the ritual as planned, while Satoshi sat it out off to the side, tears in his eyes. I kind of felt bad for him. Oh my god, yeah, this is playing from the bad ending. I think I remember that correctly. But this was for Suzumoto. We all wanted to give her the best possible send-off, so all we could do was silently wonder what had gotten into him. Please, I'm begging you, stop this. Don't go through with this. Why won't anyone listen to me? He's really serious, like serious as I've ever seen him. What is it? Why was he so worried? It's a time loop. This happened before. All of this. I remember it. I know what's coming next is worse than you could possibly imagine. I'm starting to though I'm trying to convince you, just be a good boy and wait for... Wow. Oh no. A time loop? Is he experiencing deja vu like me? Is this some new destiny being born inside of him, like the class rep had said before? Come to think of it, it does feel a little familiar. This room, this atmosphere, this charm. I obediently dug my nails into the paper doll, but all the while I was frantically forging through my memories, trying to figure out what I was missing. We're going to pull on it until it rips apart into 9 pieces, okay? On the count of 3. And what if it doesn't? So she's like, no! With a pallid face, Satoshi quickly rushed over and grabbed the paper doll himself. He was joining us after all, it seemed. Everyone else smiled at him as to say, finally, you've come to your senses. But I was starting to really get a bad feeling about this. No, there's definitely something wrong here. Ready? 1, 2... No. As soon as I reached the hallway, I fell onto my knees with a thud. No. What is that? A person? It was pitch black, and I swear it was shaped like a person. The school infirmary door hung open near me, and in my panicked state, I swore I'd seen a black shadowy figure within it. Oh, this is... Oh, wow, this is weird. This is some of the scenes from the first game. No. We're running from that thing. Oh, no. Yeah, she did vomit. My mind had been completely overtaken with fear. What was that? What just happened? That dark, misty entity came towards me and entered my body from every orifice. It came in through my ears, through my mouth. It felt an enormous lump in my throat, blocking the flow of air into my lungs and momentarily teethering me on the brink of unconsciousness. I was almost killed. It felt as if a cold hand reached into my body and grabbed hold of my life's energy, turning all my internal organs inside out and leaving me for dead. My stomach was churning, my bowels were on fire, and my legs were all twisted around themselves. We've all had this feeling before. Can pressure alone disrupt the human body this much? The odor and flavor of my gastric juices still gnawing at the back of my throat. I felt as if I was going to throw up again, but I held it in. I remember this. This place. These circumstances. I've been here before. I know I have. After performing the Sachiko Ever After ritual, there was a hellish noise. Then a huge hole appeared in the floor, and then I was here in the school. There was no sign of Satoshi or Miss Shushiro or the class rep or anyone. Only Sachiko was still near me, collapsed in the heap on the floor. Sachiko and I explored the decaying building as best as we could. There was no way out. Not a single window or outer door could be moved in or even broken. Just as our last shreds of hope had begun to vanish, we suddenly heard Satoshi's little sister Yuka crying out for somewhere, just out of sight. I'd sprained my ankle pretty badly and I couldn't walk very well, so Sachiko went off alone to find her while I rested up in the infirmary. Yeah, this is just replaying what happened in the last game. And that's when the dark, shadowy figure showed up and began attacking. So is she able to change events that happened in the last game? I was scared. So scared, so scared, so scared. So very scared. My teeth were chattering and my lips were quivering as if they had a mind on their own. Why would she leave me alone like this? I told her I'd go with her to look for Yuka, so why? Why did she leave me behind? Why was I going to slow her down? Was I going to get in her way? Gameplay? No. Naomi, what happened? Are you okay? Sachiko. What? Oh my god, are you alright? I'm so sorry I left you by yourself. Just seeing Sachiko's face quelled my shivers. Whenever she's around, I feel so at ease, and at the moment, I just wanted to cling onto her and cry my eyes out. I shouldn't have done it, but instead, just leave me alone. Do you have any idea how scared I was? I'm sorry, Naomi. Come on, let's try to find a way out of here together. What's the point? Just forget about it. Leave it alone. We're never getting out of here. Maybe it was the safety of Sachiko's presence that did it, but all the fear welling up within me suddenly turned into anger. I was like a spoiled child. At least she admits it. Nothing good could come out of lashing out like this. Sachiko didn't do anything wrong. I knew that, but I couldn't stop myself from saying what I said. She was genuinely concerned about me, and I swore to myself that I'd protect her, but my sense of reason was fighting a losing battle. You realize you've gone missing, right? And you think my mom... How do you think my mother was going to feel? She's going to be worried sick about me, and there's nothing I can do. Naomi, please don't say anything like that. It's going to be alright. Like hell it is. She's going to be searching for me until the day I finally come home. And she has work, you know. The whole situation is not right. As if I'm here, I'm nothing but a nuisance to her. I'm a terrible daughter. And we're just going to die here anyway, so all that time she spends looking for me will be wasted. She's thinking long term on this shit. By this time, my mind had been completely overtaken. I wasn't myself anymore. I was running an autopilot, horrified by the words coming from my mouth. Is that what happens when you're really, really fucking scared? Maybe. No, I know how this ends. You know how it ends? You're wrong. Families aren't like that. It won't be a nuisance. It won't even be a burden. And you're not terrible. I don't know exactly how to say this, but when there are loved ones involved, you'll do anything for them. There it was again, deja vu. Everything was falling into place. I knew it was going to happen. I knew what fate had in store if we continued down this road. Well, then she can change things, right? But I guess I can see where you're coming from. Your mother is a really kind person. The last thing you'd want to do is worry her. That's why we need to make sure it doesn't happen, right, Naomi? We need to get back home. Get back home. I don't know how it is for you and your family, but normal people don't work that way. So she's not in control of what she says? Fuck, you're making her feel like shit. No, it's happening. She's gonna run off. Sikyo's gonna get hanged. She's going to die. I have to apologize, but my body won't let me. He's just gonna stand there. No. I don't want you, of all people, to speak to me like that. Please, Naomi. Tell me that's not how you really feel. Sikyo. Oh, this is different. I didn't expect this. So we can change the we can change the past. Or are we supposed to? If I didn't... Oh, wow. If I didn't say something to call her down, Sikyo would run off, and I knew she'd be by herself right now. So I pulled myself together and tried apologizing to her, but the words... Sikyo, I'm... The words wouldn't come. As soon as I tried to form them, something caught itself in my throat. I found myself unable to breathe and doubled over in a fit. Naomi, are you okay? Wait, is fate not letting me say anything? I bet. Now fate is going to let me cough. I'm sorry, Naomi. If I'm bothering you, I'll go. I hate to leave your side, but if that's what you want, I won't argue. So it was bound to happen anyway. Wait! Sikyo ran off into the distance, her figure growing smaller and darker until it vanishes altogether. I knew I made an awful, irreversible mistake. That sense of dread I felt moments before had come back full force. I could sense a malevolence within me, and an outside hand that made me lash out at Sikyo. It felt like something was in my mouth. I had no idea what, but there was definitely something in there. I stuck my finger in and tried to dig it out. Was it a thing? Oh no. My finger found something and pulled it out. Out from my throat came large clumps of long black hair. Oh god, that's fucked up. I just kept pulling and pulling. I couldn't believe how much there was. The strain stretched all the way from my stomach through my esophagus and into my hands. And even then, there was still more to pull. The motion was unnatural and was creating a repulsive, sickening sensation along my tonsils. I felt like I was gonna throw up again. Ugh. Oh god. Where the hell did all this hair come from? Was this all stuck in my throat? Oh, I remember. It was only a faint notion before, but now I was certain. I was remembering some future event. I didn't know why or how, but I was repeating time. I am just not allowed to apologize? I could feel a dark will guiding me. Someone or something wanted Sikyo to be killed in this timeline as well. But I wasn't going to let it happen. Not without a fight. Gameplay? I have to go after her. I have to apologize. I can't leave her alone like this. I ran as quickly as I could in one direction Sikyo had gone, but then... No! A fierce earthquake began shaking the building. It was so violent I couldn't even stay standing. I crouched along the ground waiting for it to pass. Everything was moving and there were sounds of objects crackling and breaking all around me. Glass was shattering, ceiling tiles were raining down upon me. I was scared for my life. So scared, so very afraid. I was certain if I was gonna die, maybe a big chunk of ceiling would fall on me, or the floor would open up at my feet and swallow me whole. I kept wondering how it was gonna end. Was I gonna be crushed? How badly would it hurt? How long would it go on before I finally died? My head was swimming with all kinds of worst-case scenarios, while my body just remained motionless on the ground. I never felt so helpless before. I didn't even care anymore. I'd take any release I could get. Just make it stop. But there was no release for me. All I could do was curl up in a ball. This is fate keeping us from saving her? Man, fate's a hard thing to fight against. Final Destination shit. Kinda. No, they all still die, I think. I wonder how much time had passed. I think enough time passed. It couldn't have been only for a moment, a few minutes, or even a few hours for all I knew, but it did finally end, and the dark corridors were silent once more. Yeah, so let me know if you... Now that I realize what this game's gameplay is like, let me know if you want the voices on, because I don't think the voice acting happens during the thoughts that I could read. Just asking. I gradually loosened my stiff body, uncurling from the floor. Blotches of dust and wood chips fell from my hair. Some of the finer debris had gotten into my clothing, and I was crunching around like sand with every moment. It was not pleasant. I brushed myself off as best as I could and slowly rose to my feet, slapping my skirt in vain to clear away the excess dust and dirt. The particles in the air were like a white smoke billowing through the pitch-black hallway. It took me a moment to get my bearings. Once I finally did, though, I almost wished I hadn't. The sight before my eyes instantly washed away with little hope I may have had. What? The earthquake had completely caved in part of the floor. It was no longer possible to continue down this hall. No longer possible trail to Sachiko. If I had been cowering from the quake only for a few feet ahead, I'd be dead for sure, swallowed up in whatever hell lay down there. So there are big gaps in the floor and I can't get across. Damn, how do you fight fate? Oh god, I thought you were just going to look down and you're going to see the dead children already. I knelt down by the edge of the hole and peered within. It was too dark to tell for sure, but what I thought I saw was correct. Then the ceilings in the school were unreasonably high. To make matters worse, it seemed like the floor directly below had fallen out as well. What the fuck? I didn't dare consider just how deep this pit may go. All I knew was I couldn't risk falling into it. Shivering in terror, I pulled myself up. What do I do? How can I get around it? I have to hurry. I definitely had to hurry. If I didn't, Sachiko would commit suicide, but there was still time. I was determined not to let it happen, no matter what. I was going to save her. I was going to change her horrible fate. Oh, wow. What? Wait, what was that? Wait, okay, I can't use the D-pad. I'd rather use the D-pad. Wow. What? Oh my god, yeah, they... Ooh. They weren't kidding. Oh, it's like Persona 5. Persona 5. It's like Persona 1. Oh my god. How do I move? Okay, hold on. Wait, how do I move forward? What the hell? Darkening 10%. What? Oh God. Alright, hold on. Yeah, let me know if you, yeah, let's make fast. How do I move forward? Oh. Like this? Oh, this is strange. There was a mess of blood and entrails on the wall, as if someone were launched across from the corridor at a tremendous speed and splattering on impact. The smell was positively vile. Sachiko had commented on it before. But it was really hitting me now. Every breath I took was triggering a gag reflex. As if I could not vomit again. Oh, wow. Is there... I bet there's actual stuff you can look at. Oh, wow. Alright. Well, now that I realize what we're doing now, we're going to continue on another time. So, hope you guys are going to enjoy the Let's Play so far. I want to hear you guys' comments so far. Yeah, it has not been 22 minutes. Anyway. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I will see you next time. Peace out.